I clearly remember in my second apartment, one night I was just staring at the walls. I didn't know what to do next. I was feeling so homesick. I was missing the comfort of familiarity from my parents, my friends, my best friends. I just wanted someone's access. I wanted to reach out to people immediately. I wanted someone's hug. I wanted human touch, personal talks. But there was nothing. I felt I am away from everything and I was feeling extremely lonely inside. If you have felt something like this, then in today's video, I'm going to be sharing my personal hacks. How did I deal with my loneliness as an international student? So without further ado, let's get started with today's video. First things first, step out of your comfort zone. So problem is progress is what I believe. And I remember my housemate telling me that I should go out on solo adventures, learn new things on my own, and challenge my comfort zone. Only then I will break ice, I'll get familiar with the environment, and now this environment will feel more happy and more closer to my heart than how foreign it feels at the moment. She insisted me to go with a group of friends or a group which takes me on tours, and I immediately got started. My first trip in Melbourne was to Wilson's Promontory. It is a beautiful national park with different terrains close to the coastal region, and it has beautiful mountain peaks. It was such a nice experience. That moment I realized, oh, I am feeling nostalgia because since childhood, I have loved going on treks. So then I immediately realized that nostalgia is something that you should unlock the moment you come in a new space to make yourself feel comfortable, more gripping behavior towards your environment, and feeling a sense of positivity towards every action you take. If you like to do painting, photography, going on treks, or finding people who love food, visiting cafes, exploring some cities, then you should find such groups online and hang out with those people. You'll also be able to break ice and make new friends, remind yourself with nostalgia, and that's how you'll feel more positive. Hack number 2 is self-care routine. The first step of self-care routine is self-love, self-reflection, and self-discovery. You should understand how you function inside, and then you will be able to process it well. You will be more organized and you will know how things match for you, because when you are in an environment where your family is around, you know that they are there for you, you'll function anyhow. But when you're left alone, you seriously don't have pillars to hold, and that's when you will feel like, oh, I'm falling. This is when self-care routine kicks in. Self-care routine also means taking care of your skin, hair, your own self. But first of all, you need to understand what makes you disciplined, what gets you in a rhythm of your own energies. To vent out my own feelings and to not let people know what I'm feeling at that moment, because I didn't feel it is necessary for someone else other than my family to know what I'm feeling. I used to write letters to my one constant, that is God. I used to just write letters to him, and I used to just vent out, and I used to never send them. But I felt more relaxed after writing things down, because then I had just shared my feelings with someone whom I trust and I believe in, and who would never unnecessarily judge me. Journaling is another way of venting out, and it's a positive way of leaving negativity from your body and taking care of yourself. I also tried to switch on music on a loudspeaker and danced my heart out. I know there was one night when I was actually dancing and sweating at like 1 a.m. in the morning with my earplugs on, and I felt very nice. I immediately had a bath and I went to bed. The next morning I literally felt pumped. I had forgotten all my feeling of loneliness, and that was unbelievably good for me. I felt more productive and I was hands-on with my work that day. I often went out in nature for walks. More so, I went out near water bodies like rivers or beaches, because there, listening to that sound, seeing that kind of colors makes you feel relaxed, and this is actually science. So I practiced it and I really felt nice inside. If you're going through this, then you should try to find what makes you happy. After practicing what kind of hobbies get your self-love more active, and you should identify this as soon as possible so that you know which point of time you have to activate those and just make yourself more comfortable and not feel lonely. Number three, embracing alone time. You should always understand that solitude is something that is a win. You are depending on others to make yourself happy, but know that you are the only person in the world that can make yourself happy. And this is a reality check that I would like to give everyone. Don't take it as a harsh truth, but it is something that is so beneficial. You really are your own power, and you will unlock it as you learn from your own journey of loneliness, and you will learn your own ways to deal with it. So when you are alone, you have to know that there should be no one's hindrance in your life. So if you use a lot of social media, try to curb on looking at what your social group is doing, and more look into content that is going to make you productive, that is going to add to your knowledge, and that is going to make you more inspired to do your job smoothly and happily. This will help you to reduce FOMO, and you will start appreciating your time in your hand. In my alone time, I made sure that I go for grocery shopping. I just don't go and shop on the go. I really go in with a list, buy healthy food, come home and make good food. I would also make sure that I sit in my window and watch the sunset, or go to sunset points, go to beaches and enjoy the breeze. I also purchased a whiteboard planner on which I wrote all my plans of the week, my roster, my university timetable, my goals for the month, everything on that whiteboard. This made me more organized. I understood my goals. I immediately understood where my time should go, and I had an answer that I don't have a lot of time in my hand. Even though I feel lonely, I can direct my lot of time to good and productive things in my life and achieve them. I'm here as an international student for a big purpose. My parents have invested so much money on this. I need to get fruits out of it and make them feel proud of me. In this alone time, I swear I watched a lot of movies that I forgot to watch all these years. I learned so many new hacks that taught me how to use Procreate. And I also read a lot of new books. Mind you, there are days when you are going to feel down, you're not going to be in your greatest energies, but it's just temporary state. You have to know that tomorrow you're going to rise and shine anyways. There's a brighter side on the other side, and you have to march yourself towards that side. You have to not stop yourself, sit here and just cry on this. You can take 1 or 2 minutes to cry, but if you're feeling sad, don't just listen to sad songs. Don't just watch sad movies. Don't just read sad books. You just have to make yourself feel positive at certain point, and only you can do that step. You have all the control over your feelings. Cultivate self-love and enjoy your company. So yeah, that's it for my ways of tackling my loneliness. I can proudly say that I have my own diary and dictionary of solving my loneliness issues. I would like to hear what are your experiences as you feel loneliness, and what are your ways to tackle it in the comment section. I am looking forward to reading them. I'll see you in my next video. Until then, like, share and subscribe, and see you next time. Bye.